Hi there, my name's James, and if you got the time,
Ray.
I got the games.
What in the world is going on?
Not now, is he?
Don't walk away from me. I saw you at Whitechapel.
What? You followed me?
I was worried about you. You fled like a madman after the battle on the bridge.
You know nothing. Less than nothing.
Is this some kind of clandestine infiltration? Is that what you're up to?
This isn't the time.
Gray, what's happened to you?
No.
Ever since Mallory was killed, I look at you and...
What? What do you see?
I don't know. A stranger. Someone I'm not sure I can trust anymore. Whatever it is, for God's sake, tell me.
Not this time, is he? And you do well to stay clear of me. For your own good.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't normally like to do this, but I am going to talk through the rest of this cutscene.
You! Find General Lafayette and summon him to the library.
And the reason is because I have kind of an issue with that entire argument that they just had. It was established at the end of Chapter 4, that these are two people who really love each other very much. It was never indicated that they have any kind of sexual relationship, but they obviously love each other very much.
Ridiculous suspicions.
Mallory was killed a couple videos ago, and that was October 15th. This is October 18th. This guy's mentor was just killed. Right in front of him, he found the body. So he's feeling all these kinds of emotions, anger and frustration and sadness. And yeah, he's, going a little batshit here.
Apparently, a small group of rebels was seen on the
3 days later, she says, I don't know who you are anymore, and I don't think I can trust you anymore. Like she's going to completely turn her back on him. And on the flip side of that, it's clear that he loves her just as much as she loves him.
I can attempt to persuade the Lord
And she's obviously worried and concerned about him because his behavior is really erratic, and he won't give her any type of information. He wouldn't say anything to calm her down, not pull her aside and say, look, I was just given some information that I can't tell you everything, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. Just believe in me. I can't tell you everything, and I will when the time is right. I just can't right now. Everything's cool. Trust me. He didn't say anything at all to try to calm her mind. I think that's just bad writing, and that just doesn't make any sense. That entire argument was just stupid.
If a conspiracy is to be revealed, your testimony will carry weight with you.
And I've said it in a lot of walkthroughs. I'm not a critic of any kind. This is only the second walkthrough that I've ever done that was a game that I'd never played before. Normally I only like to do videos if I do an entire walkthrough if I know the whole game is good. If I'm going to run through a game and show where all the collectibles are and spend a lot of time working on it, it's got to be a game I know that I'm going to like. This is only the second time that I went blindly into a walkthrough.
I might know just the person who can help us.
But I just really felt like that really needed to be said. Alright, sorry, a little rant there. But the part of the story that I just talked over, Lakshmi, the leader of the rebellion, has told Grayson that Lord Hastings is in fact a vampire and is infesting London with werewolves. So Grayson wants to break into the United India House and has convinced, against his better judgment, Sir Lucan to go with him. This is a really great level. It's hard. It's very hard. But again, there is no denying that the developers replicated the look of 19th century London very well. It is beautiful. Okay, so we follow him up the stairs. He's going to knock on the door and we got to wait for a minute. Turn around and look at this. I mean, 19th century London. This looks great. Alright, first thing, when we get into the house, we start off with the Inspectables right away. In this far left corner is our first newspaper.
It won't be long before the truth is revealed.
Everything in place?
coordinates is on the table.
And we turn around. Lucan and Francis are going to have a small conversation.
Done well, Francis.
And this inspectable gives us a little backstory on Francis.
Francis served in the Commonwealth forces.
Even though he doesn't appear to have any type of important role in this game at all, other than the fact that he just opened the door for us. Right over here, though. Grabbing this advances the story. This crossbow. I really like this weapon a lot, and I wish you got to use it more. It is very cool. Because we're going up on a huge stealth part. A very hard stealth part.
Crossbow. Brings back memories. Ancient ones at that.
Thought it best we stay silent on this mission. Let's get going.
And this is a weapon that will let us take out guards silently.
Compound is patrolled all through the night. Guards man all entrances.
What's the incursion point?
The gardens should provide us enough cover to move in unnoticed. Follow me. Should head to the rooftops.
Okay, the run over to our vantage point is actually a pretty cool little run. You can see Lucan goes straight. And we can follow him that way if we want, but if you'll notice this staircase right next to it,
Where are you going, brother?
all the way to the back end of this alley. And we've done this several times in the game. Obviously there's a cylinder in here. Right, very nice. Now we can go back up the direction that we just came, but if we make a right here, I'm assuming there used to be stairs here. Takes us right over to where Lucan was. And we have to wait for him to hop up over the wall. The yard we're about to go into, this is the first time you play this game, anybody that's played this has died on this part. And depending how good you are at stealth games, if you're no good at stealth games, you're going to die a lot. But that yard down there, that first guard that you see in the gazebo is our first kill, and after that there's 7 guards in the yard. Whoa, wait. Quick time event, sorry.
I'm fine.
But you can go in any direction that you want to. There's 7 guards, and we have to find the key to open the gate so we can get in. One of those guards is holding the key. And it's different every time. It's not the same guard every time. You can either go to the right or you can go to the left, and I always go to the left first because this crossbow that we're carrying, we only have 5 bolts for it.
Francis' intelligence does pan out.
A trustworthy man, it seems.
Not really. He has a debt to repay. Failure to deliver on his word will prove most unpleasant to him.
Right, identify our anchor point.
Gazebo seems to fit the parameters.
Good. Let's deploy the line.
Done.
And we're trying to do this stealth and trying to stay silent. I don't know how nobody in the yard could have heard that.
I need you to stay here and spot my path.
Apparently they're further away than they look.
I'll give you the go-ahead to enter.
Very well. Do be careful. My sister wouldn't forgive me if I were to return alone.
What she doesn't know cannot hurt her.
Alright, slide down the rope, and this is our first stealth kill. After this, all of the guards that are in this yard, they patrol the same areas, but they're not always in the same place. So it's real easy to be killed here. And it's not like if they see you, you can go run, hide into a shadow, and wait till the heat dies down. When they see you, they kill you immediately.
It's unwise to eliminate company guards until we have proof.
There is no time, Alistair. You have to trust me. This is the only way.
Okay, I always go to the left first. Again, you can do it however you want.
The gate will be locked. You will need to...
There's always a guard somewhere around here. There he is. And keep following up this way. There's a small wall out in front of us and another guy that always patrols back and forth somewhere around there. Sometimes you gotta wait for him. And And over to the right, there's another guy that just paces back and forth. Okay, cool. Now, the reason I go this way is because there's an ammo crate right next to the exit. It's actually right behind us where we need to go, but we don't have the key yet. Okay, up here. I've come up here, and sometimes the guard is right on top of the stairs, and if he sees you, you're dead immediately. Oh, but not this time. Oh, he's way over there. Nice. Okay, that made it easy. Alright, we can see the flashlight up there. And there you are. Come on, don't see me. Cool. Alright, there's only 2 guys left. One patrols over to the right over here, and another patrols over to the left.
I've located the key.
Yep, and this one's got the key. Okay. Every time I've run through this, I've done it sometimes where the 4th guard I killed had the key, and sometimes it was the very last guard. It's different every time. Okay, we're not done with stealth yet, but the way we want to get out of here is exactly the way we came. I'm going to run back in and grab that ammo crate one more time. And there is another inspectable right next to it. Kind of a cool looking key too. I've never seen one that looked like that.
Make sure we are good to proceed. I'm on my way.
Okay, yeah, we're not done with stealth. Got a guard right up here. Alright, keep going around. This should be the last guard out here that we have to kill. Alright, now we've got to wait for Lucan. He comes in the same way that we came. I actually think he would have been a much bigger help. I mean, he is a trained knight. He would have been a much bigger help in the yard than just standing there. That's all good. We have to wait for him. And wait for the prompt.
What's next? Clear the west wing. I'll move through the east.
It would be wise to set up the communicator from here on.
Good point. Yeah.
Let's rendezvous inside.
Alright, up and over. Right, and here we get to use the lockpick, and we're about to go into a room, but technically we're not really in the house yet. I don't know if somebody's supposed to live in this room, but we still have to clear out the entire west wing before we go in. Or maybe it's an office. Yeah, I don't see a bed or anything. Okay, another inspectable right here. Pretty cool looking picture. When we come out of the room, don't just come charging out of the room, because there's a guard who paces back and forth, and sometimes he's right outside the door. Okay, West Wing Courtyard. You can see there's like a flashlight down there, and there's actually another guard that patrols right there, but they don't spawn until we go downstairs. You can't stand up here and pick them off, which would make it a lot easier. But let's get that first guy with the flashlight. Nope, that was my fault. Alright, and there's another guy right up behind him, and we're going to end up going up that way. Now, come on. Yeah, get a little closer to him. This one's a small target. Nice. And then right over to the left. And where'd he go? Yeah, I see the light, but I don't see him. Oh, there we go. Alright, all good. Before we go over to the right, there's only one guard left in this yard. And right over there, that's actually the direction where we're going. Are you kidding me? Okay, I swear I got him that time. Whatever. But right up around here is our next ammo crate. We do not want to run out of ammo. And right behind the last guard we shot, there is a gate right here, and there's a QuickTime event on the other side of this tunnel we're about to go through. Lakshmi, the leader of the rebellion, somehow has infiltrated the United India House as well. And it's a QuickTime event. You have to shoot before she gets shot. Like, there she is. This guard spots her. You have to shoot this guard quick or he will kill her.
My gallant knight.
It seems I came just in time.
I suppose so. Though it would not be in my nature to let a god get the better of me.
Did you come alone?
Devin and Finley are with me. They're taking care of the rest of the guards and you.
I could not risk involving my squad, but there is one more with me.
And you trust this person?
Yes, with my life.
Very well. What now?
We will meet him inside and proceed to the archives room.
Okay, got a guard coming up on us.
Let's go.
Okay, she says let's go, and she just keeps going down the path, so you would instinctively think just to follow her, right? Yeah, well, don't. Because every time I did, I died. There's a guard right here that somehow she just managed to run right past, but he's killed me every single time. And she went up over to the left, but we're going to keep running down this way. Because there's another inspectable in here. It's like an old-fashioned T10. It's pretty cool looking, I think. Again, it has nothing to do with the story, but it's pretty cool looking. And now we'll follow her.
As you can see, we face some resistance.
Running down this way, we meet up with her crew.
They're over here.
And this is a pretty decent length cutscene.
We found a way in.
Once in place, we can use the stagecoach to climb the balcony.
Knight, help us push this into place.
And now we gotta push this carriage over, similar to just a couple chapters ago.
That's it. Let's go.
Up here.
Devi, no. I need you to stay.
Rani, I need to be by your side.
You always are, child.
What of him and his accomplice?
Heed my advice. Do you not know how dear you are to me?
Then why do you push me away?
Because I need you to continue the cause if something happened to me.
Do not say that.
Debbie, though you may not trust me, know that I will protect your queen in your stead. I owe her you that much.
Say that you do.
You do not want to get on the bad side of that one.
Okay, pretty much most of the rest of this chapter is just pretty difficult shooting segments. This first one right up here isn't so bad, but there's a room after that that is just crazy hard. It's just a mess, and I've run through, I run through games in my videos to try to make them, look as clean as possible and try to find the best way. You can see Lakshmi's killing a guard right there, and that alerts everyone we're here.
Take cover! Coming through the front gate!
Now, the guard she just killed has got a rifle that we're going to need to grab here in a minute, because we're about to run out of bolts for this crossbow, and there's no more ammo crates for this crossbow for the rest of the level, which kind of sucks, because I really like this weapon. And nope, again, I really thought I got him there.
Company man down!
Okay, we've only got one bolt left. Now, we're going to be flooded with guys that are going to come out of the house, and more guards coming out of the gate. The first guy that comes out, you stand here and take the damage if you got to, but that guy's a sniper. He's the only thing that will give you trouble in here.
Target down!
Okay, so we'll pick up the rifle. And again, this is the same rifle from the last video. It's just a really crappy rifle. If you don't get a direct headshot, it takes several shots to kill these guys. Yep, shit, grenade. But again, when I go through these games, I try to find, you know, the fastest and quickest way. That this room that's coming up, there's just no way to run through this and make it look pretty. It's just a complete and utter mess. A very hard room. The first thing that happened, we got a grenade right here, which we're going to need, a smoke grenade, 2 shotgunners.
Shotgun specialist!
Yeah, we got one from the left and one from the right. And he's here already. Shit. See, right away. There's just, you don't have time to get a beat on him. Alright, so thank God.
Coming in from the back.
So there is another one. Shit, where was he? I was just looking in that direction. And he's way over there. And he's the main threat. Shit, come on. And as you can see, Lakshmi is no help at all. Oh shit. Yeah, they'll do that. They will run right up to the railing. There are a lot of guards in this room. There's so many things for them to hide behind. There's always one guy down here. And hopefully he won't move around a lot. Sometimes he just runs back and forth and he's impossible to shoot. Yeah. So more than likely you're going to get shot here a bunch of times, and it's highly probable you're going to die here quite a few times. I have. Now that staircase over to the right, we actually want to go down that way. But going down there triggers 2 more guards, so I'm going to stay over here to finish these guys off. As you can see, they're not down there now, but as soon as we run around to that corner, they appear. And they're carrying pistols that have automatic fire. Yeah, right here. And these guys are irritating. I'm going to back up, actually. Because if you stay over there, they come up the stairs, and they never stop moving, and they just wail on you. And again, I really don't like this rifle.
Looks like that was the last of them.
Okay, well, you know, that could have gone worse. I've done much worse in this room. Before we go down the stairs, there is another grenade over here. And now we've got to follow her out. We actually can't go through until she opens the door. Right on the other side, on the right, on that dresser, there's a cylinder right on top of it, which I accidentally picked up when I was running through this before. But it is in our inventory. Now we need Tesla's alternating current. This is a cool little gadget. I like every time you have to use this. Man, there's quite a bit of stuff in here. First of all, I'm going to grab this. This is a much better rifle. Here's our next inspectable. And there's an ammo crate to our left. Yeah, right here. And a barrel on the way out the door that's got 2 more grenades on it. Come on. There we go. And since that cylinder that's over to the left is already in our inventory, we'll go right into the cutscene.
Look and hold your fire! This is Lakshmi Bai, the leader of the rebellion.
She is your confederate. Have you taken leave of your senses, man?
I might ask the same question.
If I didn't know you any better, I'd think you'd led me into a rebel ambush.
As I might fear an arrest.
We do not have time for this. We needed help, and she is the only one I could turn to.
This is madness. You're putting the very core of our order in jeopardy.
Alistair, you have to trust me. You asked that we find proof. She was with me in Blackwall. She witnessed what I found there.
You mean to tell me that she helped you destroy the United India Company docks? My father was right. That was an act of pure terrorism. She used you.
She brought this conspiracy to my attention. And if we're to see it through, her help is invaluable.
And what if you're wrong?
Then she and I will answer for our actions. And suffer the consequences.
As Mallory did.
Okay, the room we're in, we're about to go into another gunfight, and I've died here a couple times too.
I hope you're right, Gray. I wouldn't want to see you on the wrong side of this mess. Neither would I, brother.
There they are.
Okay, this room isn't as difficult as the last one. But still, there's a lot of guys that never stop moving. Okay, you take out the first couple guys. And then more shotgunners appear. Equip a grenade is what I do. They will run right up here and just start blasting you. And notice that didn't kill them, but it stopped them from coming up here. Now, they're the priority. No, yeah, forget that guy. Get him, get him. Okay. Well, chances are you're probably going to get shot here a bunch of times, but the real danger is behind us now. Oh, come on. Stick your head out.
I need to reload.
Alright, yeah, and they keep spawning. Okay, all good. When they start moving, you know you can go. Before we follow them, there is another ammo crate over here. And actually, for the rest of this level, there isn't really a whole lot of shooting. We don't really need to pick that up, actually. But there it is.
Through here, across the courtyard balcony.
Okay, the balcony's over to the right, but way back here in the corner on this table is our next cylinder. Now, in the last video, there's a cannon that shoots mines in this game, and you can actually pick it up right here. It wasn't really a good idea to use it in the last chapter, but this is a prime spot to use it.
Take cover! Sniper! On the right!
Yeah, there's a sniper right there. You want to get rid of him really quick.
Covering fire.
Knight! Get into cover!
Guard neutralized.
And the sniper's not too bad, but there's... right where that guy on the right is standing, there's a door under him that's going to open. And there's going to be a guard coming out who's heavily armored and carrying a thermite rifle.
Guard down.
And he's our next priority. He does heavy damage. And gotta reload. Shit. Yeah, get rid of him. Nice.
Company man down. We're on the left.
Oh, I'm glad we got to use this weapon once in the walkthrough. We don't really need it anymore for this chapter, but it is pretty cool.
Let's move.
Galahad, give me a hand with these doors. Ready?
Now, in terms of attention to detail, if you take the time like I did and just slowly walk around this room and look at everything, this is beautiful.
The archives room.
The developers did a really good job. It looks great. But the only thing in this room of any use is this inspectable right here, another newspaper. And right here in the middle, this isn't anything for the story. I just think that's really cool looking, this model ship. Okay, here we go.
Search the archives for manifests, bills of lading, requisition orders. Anything that might link the company to the half-breed shipments.
Alright, and we can't sprint in this room, so we're going to be walking around really slowly. There is a bit of a puzzle in this room if you want to identify all of the inspectables. Like in Chapter 4, there were a lot of things that they made us inspect that had absolutely no purpose whatsoever. And I thought that was kind of frustrating. There's actually 4 of those in this room. This is the first one. In order to advance the story, you have to inspect 3 of them, so they actually do serve a purpose here.
There's nothing here.
But if you inspect the 3rd one before you get the last inspectable, then you don't get it and you can't come back. That's the puzzle. And another cylinder right here. And I do wish they would let you sprint. This does take a little bit of time to walk through. This is the second area right here where there's nothing to find. So that's 2. All the way back here, another one. And it's a picture of the making of the Statue of Liberty. And that's pretty awesome. And just keep walking real slow, nothing over here. And over to the left right here. That's the third area where if we were to look in there, there's nothing there. And there's actually another one right on that table. We're not going to grab either one of them yet because that will activate the cutscene. There is another cylinder in here. Very cool. Now it doesn't even matter which one we look at.
Knight! Over here! You will want to see this. These are shipments that were sent to my homeland. If this log is to be believed, the company now has a foothold in every Indian state.
Here, the Agamemnon shipment, destined for the eastern coast of the Americas. And 3 more shipments planned along the same route. RMS Oceanic is next. It set sail in 6 weeks.
Where's Finley?
Okay, we're about to run up on Lord Hastings. This is not a spoiler because the game already spoiled it for you. I am probably going to stop talking though because I'm probably going to have to edit. I'm going to have to edit out vampire penis. Twice, actually. So when we walk in the room, I should stop talking. It'll make the editing easy later. Alright, I'm not really sure why he needed to be naked there anyway. Because he's not a werewolf. His entire body doesn't change shape.
Do you believe me now? He is the one behind all this.
The Whitechapel killings. The half-breed scourge. United India. All you.
Jacob Van Neck. Or as the Fleet Street pamphleteers have so fondly named me, Jack the Ripper. At your service.
And I mentioned it earlier in the walkthrough too. When Jack the Ripper was terrorizing Whitechapel, that was in 1888, not 86.
Deal with them.
I just think that's kind of an important detail to bring up.
You.
Quite fortuitous, wouldn't you say, Sir Galahad? The rebel leader captured, and a traitor revealed, all in one fell swoop. The traitor being you, regrettably.
Alistair, how could you?
Forgive me, brother. I have to look to my own kind above all.
Your kind.
Alright, here we go, quick time event. Again, she will die if you don't do that fast enough. Alright, we're about to chase him, but we don't actually get to fight him in this level. I believe that comes right at the end of the game. We do have to chase him all the way through the house. And when we come into this room, we've actually already done this twice before in the game. You see him running away? There are 3 wolves in this room that are going to attack us. Same as before.
You know what to do.
And there's actually a better rifle right in front of us. Yeah. Let them attack first and get out of the way and then grab it. Nope, not that time. You know, this is kind of repetitive, but I do like these segments. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Granted, it is exactly the same. We've done this twice already. And there we go. Alright, he's down. I'm not going to go get him just yet. Wait for the next one. Okay, all good. Now go get him. And with any luck, we'll have time to get back into the corner before the next one jumps out. Alright, all good. Yeah, we'll just black sight this one. And wait for the next one before we go get him. And on the way back. Come on. Yeah, gotcha. Cool. Okay, that went real smooth. Okay, unlike the last 2 times, we're actually not done in this room. There are 2 guards that come out of the door that we want to go through. Oh, okay, and apparently this one's just going to walk real slow and let me reload.
Knight, this is Command. We have confirmation of multiple intruders at the United India House. The Metropolitan Police has been ordered to remain on standby.
Yep, and we're still not done with QTEs. Oh.
We swore an oath.
In the name of the law, open this door.
But as you can see, I think this is a really great chapter too.
Galahad, stay where you are.
Wait, I can
I
explain.
said, don't move.
You arrive in good time.
We received report of a disturbance.
Yes, Sir Galahad stormed in here with a filthy band of rebels intent on killing me.
It's a lie.
Oh, see the result of that little incursion. Sir Galahad's accomplice was a woman. The leader of the rebellion, in fact. She eluded our grasp. Not for long.
You will order the company guards to stand down, Lord Hastings. We knights will see to the capture of the rebel leader.
Izzy, listen to me. You're making a grave mistake.
Sir Percival, take this intruder into custody.
Galahad is a trusted knight who's worked for the Round Table for, what, several hundred years. Wouldn't you think they'd at least let him speak?
More than I am, monsieur.
Get him out of my sight.
I thank you, Lady Igraine. Your intervention was truly fortuitous.
We are only carrying out our sworn duty, Lord Hastings.
They're all the same, my lady. You would do well to keep a close eye on that traitor.
You may expect to be summoned before the courts. Your testimony will be required.
I am always at the service of Her Majesty's knights.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. My name is James, and if you got the time, I got the games. Thank you guys so much for watching.